Warning, this film contains flashing lights which may not be suitable for photosensitive epilepsy. Parental advisory, explicit content. I swear, and so does the music I play in here, so be warned. Holy crap, this is gonna get a lot of freaking copyright claims. Yo guys, so I've been trying to make a pretty cool audio boombox for a while now, and you may have seen my epic boombox video, but it had a lot of blinking lights and the CRTs and everything, but what you haven't seen,
but wait, there's more,
is my history with experimenting with like visuals that, you know, display audio.
I can see sound.
I first got interested in it when I first saw that you could take a CRT TV and turn it into an oscilloscope and display like the sine wave waveform. This was back in 2016. CRT TV experiment turned into an oscilloscope. Then I saw that you could take an audio signal out of like a car radio or, you know, something of high wattage.
Max power?
And pump it into a strip of LEDs and make it flash and blink to the lights. And it was pretty cool. I put it in the riser of my desk and it was pretty successful, but I still wasn't really quite happy with it. This was in 2017.
Tequila.
So the next year, I combined both the blinky LEDs and the oscilloscope CRT TV into one pretty large monstrosity of a boombox in my parents' place. I tore apart an old JBL speaker, like little shower speaker, so it would have Bluetooth, and I Frankensteined it into the wire rat's nest mess and made it into a boombox. This was in 2018? 2019? That was right around the time I learned how to fractal too. So you saw that garbage all over it. Was the fractal bit. So in 2018, I finally moved into this place, out of my parents' place, and I decided that I wanted some really loud audio for the shop. This was right around the time that I started my YouTube channel, and I received a giant subwoofer guitar amplifier from my father. So I made a pretty bad video. Put a car radio into the big amplifier box, and I added blinky LED lights to it. And that was in my shop for a really long time. It lived in a lot of videos. So then one day I discovered VU meters. I don't really know what VU stands for, but you can have analog or digital. And the analog is the needle that dances. You see it in like old musician movies all the time.
This band's gonna play from 9 to 1, everybody.
And then there's digital, where it's like the LED bar going up and down. And I don't know if you saw, but I put that into my 2021 boombox that I did on this YouTube channel, and it turned out pretty dope.
Totally, bro.
All my life, my dreams for who knows.
Land, cars and bikes.
All my life.
It just did not scratch that space in my head where there was a lot of empty space and a lot of the lights were not very adaptive to the music. It was all bass. There was no high frequency visuals. So, you know, it didn't satisfy.
Are you not entertained?
So, hopefully, this will be my very last attempt at making a boombox. It's not going to be so big. It's going to have a lot more in it.
Totally, bro.
And I've already placed the order. It's going to be pretty sweet. I'm going to include some fun new things. Some tweeters with different lights for the tweeter output. The same car radio. New higher wattage speakers. And I don't know if a lot of you have seen on TikTok or YouTube, but the ferrofluid dancing around like Venom thing that a lot of people are doing. I tried a while back to make my own, and it did not go well. But since then, I've seen a lot more people explain how they do it, and I think I have it down. So that's what this looks like.
I hope that the fire we both made.
So hopefully this video, I'm going to try to keep it light. If you guys want an explanation, further explanation on how I do any of this, just comment down below and I will try to explain it to you guys or make a video on it. Who knows? It's going to be fun. And we'll see how it goes. Alright, so this is just proof of concept for that whole Venom freaking Venom goo dancing along to the music thing. So I got the electromagnet just in a piece of wood right now. The paper's just there to, because if I do this, you won't really be able to see it.
I can't see fucking shit out of this thing.
So I put the paper behind it. Whoop. And I grab my leads. Excuse the mess on my desk right now.
Excuse the mess, I'm a wreck.
I was not anticipating this to work so quickly. So that's off, that's on. Off, on. How cool is that? Just 12 volts, and it does draw an amp. So that's quite a bit of a draw. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's fun. It's cool. So, now to test it out on the old boombox. Okay, so this is the little amplifier for the ferrofluid. I don't even know what I'm going to call it.
We are Venom.
But I don't think I'm happy with this setup. I hooked up the two wires directly to the output to the radio and it did nothing.
Totally, bro.
So, a couple things that are a problem here. This amplifier runs on a remote, so I can do different settings. But there's also like a significant audio delay.
Are you Brigadier Chow of Shenwu Fort? Quiet.
With the ferrofluid. So if I play the song,
there, focus, you fuck.
and there's like different settings I can do too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my big O-scope out and I'm going to look at what this is outputting. I have a theory.
I've got a theory that it's a demon.
That it's just a higher DC output. If that is true, I think I might be able to make something work. Okay, so we got the setup. So, the probe here.
I guess I'll start to and I'm a label
So it's really interesting how it what it looks like coming out of this RGB amplifier. It's like, hang on, let me get a caught picture of it here. So depending on the volume, obviously, you got, I'm at like move this over, move this up. It's more positive than negative, but you can clearly see.
I can't see fucking shit out of
It is like I don't think it's an actual square wave. I think it's actually getting clipped because the audio is so much right now.
Totally, bro.
But it's like almost 20 volts before it gets capped. You see that in car audio amplifiers a lot when they're not tuned properly. So this would be more of a full sine wave coming out of the amplifier. But what's really interesting is all of this zero voltage going on in between it. It's like this has a little brain box, and it's just giving like the bass. I'm really curious what would happen if I rectified the output from the stereo and put it into the electromagnet. So yeah, that's where we're at. Input, output. God damn.
God damn.
Guess what that is? It's a
full bridge rectifier.
Alright.
It's fairly technical.
What is there? Alright, so this is the first attempt with the
full bridge rectifier.
We'll see how it goes.
Daddy, you sure you know what you're doing?
Oh!
Well, last time I checked, I'm still hot, real hot. Kept it dope without a pill pot. Bill Cop, steady climbing to the hilltop. Tip top, did it all off of a TikTok. Yeah, last time I checked, I stood, I gotta did it on my own, stay independent. For you to get what I'm getting, it will probably take a village. Just give me a minute, turn it snip.
Alright, let's build it. So, we got ferrofluid module. I just put the washcloth over it because nothing's gonna be covering this, gonna be in. Nothing's gonna be covering this, gonna be in. Nothing's gonna be covering this, gonna be in. Inside the box, but you got the
full bridge rectifier
on the back, so it basically goes in the plate or a piece of wood for the
full bridge rectifier.
The plate that holds the back of the electromagnet. This is the electromagnet in there. And then there's a couple of custom cut pieces to hold this flask in place. This front plate will not be here because that'll be the hole on the front of the boombox. So we just set this guy up here like this. I hooked up a couple of LEDs right here and here that actually flash, but they're hard to see over the big LEDs that are lighting up the whole thing. But yeah, here we go.
Baby
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So, next thing that we're doing to the boombox is these water jet speakers. Now, I don't want the actual speakers, I just want the water jets. Now, they do work, but there are a few things that we're going to have to manipulate about them. If I turn this light off.
Ask you to feel any different if your heart had told you not to. But now you're laying your tears in your eyes because you think that I don't love you.
So, one thing, if you look here, the volume is like 2/3 of the way up. Now, I want this to be about there, but on the radio. So,
does that mean it's louder? Is it any louder?
Well, it's one louder, isn't it?
So I'm going to have to, this runs off of auxiliary, and I want this to run off of the radio.
It's fairly technical.
So we're going to have to tear into these, take these speakers out, and see how much I have to step the voltage down from the radio and feed it into here to get these to work properly. Editorial note. So, sorry, my hair's crazy. I'm editing the video, and that didn't make any sense at all, what I just said. Basically, what had happened was if I ran the water jet speaker at full volume on the iPod, the water just constantly streamed. So, that was going to be a problem when I hooked it up to the boombox, because the boombox outputs a lot higher audio signal voltage out to its speakers, and I used the speaker output from the radio to drive everything in the boombox. So I needed to be able to step the voltage down and feed it into the auxiliary cord to feed the circuit for the water jet speakers, so that they were jumping around but not just constantly flowing the water. So yeah, let's do that.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No.
But everything you wanted more is a dream, and I could do it if you'd believe me. If you wake up in the morning and I'm gone, I would hope you would know I could never leave. But then I caught you crying on the phone with your mom, and so you said to me, what I do, just have another night alone with you.
So I just made a box around it. They stick out a little bit, so they'll be into the front face of the BoomBox.
It's fairly technical.
And I just hot glued the boards on the back. All the connections are, so this one connects left to right. This is your power, it runs off 5-volt USB, and this is your auxiliary. So if we plug it in,
Look, it's moving. It's alive.
yeah,
It's moving. It's alive.
it's working.
It's alive! It's alive!
Alright, so now the hard part, we gotta get it working on the BoomBox. Okay, so what we got here, these would not work if I ran the USB off of the USB jacks here.
It's fairly technical.
But that's no problem. Editor's note! Again, Kyle's not making any sense. I plugged the USB jack into the USB jacks that I had previously installed on the old BoomBox, but they just were dead. What happened was there was no audio. It just drew the whole BoomBox down. I don't know, but those USB jacks will not be on the next version. Maybe one, but they never really worked, and you don't need 8 USB jacks on a BoomBox. You just don't. Plus, there's a USB jack on the radio. So that's what I meant by that. Basically, I go further on to explain that I can use the AC coming into the BoomBox before the 12-volt supply and just put it to a charging brick that has a USB jack on it. That's what I intended on doing. Yeah. That just means I can't run it off the same 12-volt supply that is running everything else. I just have to run it off of the AC going through the main power switch. That's not a big deal.
Totally, bro.
So, what I got here is, this is a decade box. If you look, these two jacks say decade. Units, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. I got this to work at almost 100,000 K ohms.
Sometimes my genius is, it's almost frightening.
So I just soldered directly to I keep trying to get it in focus, to the audio jack. I got this one's ground, and the end is left or right, I don't know. And then that goes to the two sides of the speaker, and a lot of these editor's notes. So this is a decade box. I did not do a very good job explaining what it does. Each one of these knobs is a different unit in the resistance. So this is ones. So between these two jacks, if I just put this to 1, that's 1 ohm, basically a short. I had this at 90,000 ohms, which is why I said it was almost at 100K, but I said 100,000 K. And I just put this in line with one of the lines that go from the aux port to here, and then from here to the BoomBox. So that is how I step the voltage down. Sorry for all the editorial notes. If I turn power on, I forget all the time I have to go through these settings. So, this is what I got going. This is the auxiliary.
It's to auxiliary power.
That goes into the speakers, or the water jet speakers, I mean. And you go, whoop, and then ground is ground, left and right, 100K resistors. I add wires to these, and shrink wrap over the whole thing. And we should have something we can use for audio on the water jet speakers.
Totally, bro.
Dope. Alright, people. I got both ferrofluid speakers hooked up, both water jet speakers hooked up, everything's hooked up. some of the LEDs you can see are kind of missing around here. I've been using them for these guys and other things. But one of the speakers sounds blown. I think I might have blown a speaker.
Nice.
Or one of these four things is messing with either that one or that one. I'm not sure. But it's not going to be a problem because on the next version, this version that I'm doing now, there's going to be a lot more speakers. So it'll be a lot more balanced. And there won't be so much load just on the two outputs for the radio. But let's check this out. Who likes some Sleep Token?
Let's talk about the street.
God damn.
Alright, I figured out where the distortion was coming from. I added the... Wow, it's really bright. The two speaker wires that go to each one of the ferrofluid speakers. And I just added a resistor on the additional rear left and right output from the radio. And that seemed to do the trick. So enjoy this show. Turn the lights off.
What have we here? Are you sure about this? I was once grateful to you, but this is our fate. So be it.
Yo, I woke up, I chose violence, shook up. These bitches silent, get fucked. Nowhere to hide and no luck. I must oblige, I came to bludgeon all you pussies. You can call it what you want. I've been feeling kinda manic, I might kill them just for fun. Collecting heads, think you're better off dead. I could lie and say it isn't personal. I'm seeing red, you're the target, I'm the missile. Don't worry, they won't miss you. I think I got some problems, turning nothing to an issue. Now I'm solving with my... I popped off, it's been a little boring. All my enemies are hiding out, it gets annoying. Guess I gotta sniff them out, I'm searching till the morning. Finally found a prey, okay, so now's the day for morning. I used to want to kill myself, but now I only kill the snakes. Bitch, don't say you know me, cause you've always been a fake. I've been posted in my dungeon, got the tools to make you vanish. I've been itching for destruction, I might take over the planet. Oh, white knuckle blade, saying where you at, bitch. They open the fucking gates, I came out with my heart ripped. I put them in a body bag, yeah, you know that's my shit. I don't fuck with you, now it's time to put you in this bitch. Okay, bye.
Yeah! Dope F!
I told him no when to stick it. I left town with a dime to my name. Said I'm done with all of my fake friends, self-righteous pawns in a losing game. Got my band and a light that won't go out. Been burning since the day I was born. So I cry just a little, then I'll dry my eyes, cause I'm not a little girl no more. Some of us have to grow up sometimes. And so, if I have to, I'm gonna leave you behind. Some of us have to grow up sometimes. And so, if I have to, I'm gonna leave you behind. Stood in line for so long just to pick it. Something I will never understand. Aren't you tired of always being mad at the world? Won't you just admit you don't care? And lady, I don't want your pity, so don't feel sad for me. I got a lover would die for and a song to sing. Maybe we're both just living out our dream. And some of us have to grow up sometimes. And so, if I have to, I'm gonna leave you behind. Some of us have to grow up sometimes. And so, if I have to, I'm gonna leave you
So I fucked up.
Yeah, listen. We fucked up.
And accidentally tore off the USB jack that connected this to this. So, basically I didn't film me fixing it. I could have wired the wires directly to the circuit board, but I wasn't really happy with the color anyway. It wasn't really going to go with the scheme. So what I did was I was playing around with some red LED strips, and I cut a slot on the inside of the box that I made for these guys, and it housed a red LED strip. So that took care of the lighting portion, because I couldn't get the existing LEDs to work. It was a nightmare because I tore this freaking connector off. It fell off of the table. So I was sitting there thinking about how am I going to make this work again, or am I going to have to buy another set? And so I was looking at this, and all that it is basically is a motor on a little water pump, and it takes this reservoir of water and shoots it up when it's given a voltage. I had already done something like this to the BoomBox already with the ferrofluid speakers. What I did was I took the output from the radio, ran it through a full bridge rectifier, Medi, love ya, to the electromagnet. A motor is an electromagnet with a stator that just interacts with it. So I made a full bridge rectifier, put it on the back of the box, ran audio into it, and this is what I got.
Ooh, let's talk about chemistry, 'cause I'm dying to melt through till the heart of the morning shoots, till the party goes by like holy water. She's an undiscovered element in a born trance. Either way, I'm into
Lord knows, and I think I know it too sometimes. Every time, and they reaching out for what's mine. Lord knows, and I think I know it too.
There's already a board in there for these two, and they're the same as these guys. So I'm just going to use these two to test this board, because I bought the wrong board last time. So to test it, you gotta flip around.
I lift things up and put them down.
Sometimes, every time, and they're reaching out for what's mine.
Two bedrooms, 7 little jars, can't be right. Call my brother, he in prison doing time, but we alright. Tried my best just to catch a fucking smile, but for now I see myself ain't hitting the 35.
been awake for days,
So we out living life in the night. Pray to God, man, I hope I don't die. Been awake for days, so we out living life in the night. Pray to God, man, I hope I don't die in the night. Lord knows, and I think I know it too sometimes. Every time, and they're reaching out for what's mine. Lord knows, and I think I know it too sometimes. Every time, and they're reaching out for what's mine.
Yo, so that's what I got so far, guys. The video is over 40 minutes long, and there's some stuff that I could cut, but I don't want to. I got the layout for the wood for the boombox, but that's going to be a lot of prep work, and it's going to take me a while. And I don't know if you could tell, but I started this project at the beginning of last year. So we're going on a year and a half, maybe probably 2.5 years before I finish this. I have all the parts made. Some things still need to be a little bit tweaked. Other than that, though, the next video will be assembly and seeing how it does. But I figured this video was long enough, and we're just going to do 2 parts. If you made it this far in the video, I'm so grateful. It's really long, and I don't post that much. But I appreciate you guys sticking it out, sticking with me. If you are not already subscribed and you think I earned a subscription, please do so, because I'd like to do this. You know, this is fun for me. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Hope you liked it.